What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Oscar. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to eat more and lose weight. I'm pretty sure all of us love food, right? So there is a way to eat more and lose weight, but don't be fooled and think that you're just going to be able to eat junk food and eat whatever you want, because no, that's not how it works. I have made a video on how to lose weight. I'm going to link that in the description. So before you even watch this video, go watch that. That way you educate yourself on the proper way to lose weight and the science behind losing weight. So that'll be in the description. If you want to lose weight, there's no argument around it. You have to be in a calorie deficit. You have to eat less calories than your body burns. There's no way around that. Yes, people are going to have hormonal issues. They're going to have different things that is going to alter how many calories that they have to eat. But at the end of the day, no matter of any of these things, you cannot argue the fact that you have to be in a calorie deficit no matter what. So that established, let me explain how you can eat more and lose weight. In the fitness industry, they say you have to lift weights, right? Yes, lifting weights is good. You want to lift weights. There's so many benefits to lifting weights. But if you're only lifting weights, that leaves a lot of room for progression. So you want to be lifting weights and you want to be doing other things outside of lifting weights, doing things like cardio, yoga for flexibility, mobility. All those other things are also part of fitness. You don't want to just put yourself in a bubble where you're only focusing on lifting weights. That's something I'm trying to get better at as well. The way you eat more and lose more weight is by eating a little bit more but burning off a little bit more by doing more. What does that mean? So if you're someone who's trying to lose weight, you want to be in a calorie deficit, but instead of dieting and cutting out calories by eating less, what you want to do is lift your weights. That's going to burn a little bit of calories, but also do some sort of cardio. Do some sort of cardio. This could be walking, this could be running, jogging, cycling, whatever form of cardio. Anything that you find enjoyable, do that. Have that be the main driver for your calorie deficit. Because when people start cutting out calories, cutting down calories from their diet, a lot of people will cut out so many calories, and that has some side effects to it. It's not always good. You might have some hormonal imbalances. You're not going to get enough micronutrients. Micronutrients being things like our vitamins and minerals, things like potassium, things like sodium, things like calcium. All those different types of things are your micronutrients, and they're not as important, but they are still important as your macronutrients, being your proteins, your fats, and your carbs. If you're deficient in any of these, you're gonna have different side effects, so you don't want that. You wanna make sure that you're eating a good, clean diet with enough calories to support your body, to support your hormones and everything, all the different regulations that your body goes through. Because if you start starving yourself, it's going to be counterproductive. Just the fact that you're eating less, you're going to have less energy. So think about it like this. You shouldn't be starving yourself, but instead of starving yourself by eating less calories, eat a little bit more, but then you also make up for those extra calories by moving more. Just the fact that you're eating a little bit more is going to have your body move, fidget, do extra things. Little things like walking from the store or walking from the gym back to your car. That is called TDEE. What is that? Total daily energy expenditure. That is a summation of all the things that go into, and I've made a video about that as well, so I'm going to link that in the description. That is a summation of all the different things that your body does. So me going like this, moving my hand, that's going to burn calories. It's going to be a lot, no, but just the fact that you're moving, just the fact that you're alive, your body has to use energy. So at the end of the day, things like doing your cardio is part of your total daily energy expenditure. Lifting weights adds to that. Eating, you might have not known this, but just the fact that you eat, your body has to digest that food. You have muscles in your digestive system that have to work to digest that food. So just the fact that you're eating burns a little bit of calories. Just the fact that you're alive, everybody has a set rate, a set number of calories that you burn a day just to sustain your body, to keep you going. That's called your BMR, basal metabolic rate. Everybody has a set number of how many calories you're going to burn in a day. So it's going to be BMR plus whatever activity you're doing, your weights, your cardio, and all that, plus the fidgeting that you do or the walking that you do from place to place. All these things, and I'm gonna put a picture right here just so it explains it a little bit better. All these things add up and make up your total daily energy expenditure. So whenever you're dieting down and you're restricting calories and you're putting yourself in a calorie deficit, which isn't a bad thing, but if you do it over a long period of time and you start to really cut out a lot of calories, then it's going to have to start to have different effects. your body's gonna fidget less, you're gonna be moving less, your body's gonna look for ways to preserve energy because you're not receiving enough energy through your foods. Like I said, this isn't necessarily a bad thing, but once you start cutting down a lot of calories, you're gonna start to notice that you even start getting cold in situations that you wouldn't usually get cold in. Or maybe your performance in the gym is decreased because you're not receiving enough of those micronutrients that also have some side effects to your health. Or just in general, the fact that you're receiving less energy is having an effect in your daily living. So how do you lose more weight by eating more? Step one, you have to be in a calorie deficit no matter what. You're not gonna lose weight if you're not in a calorie deficit. I don't wanna hear it. You're not gonna lose weight. Step two, add some cardio, add some extra activity on top of you lifting weights, because you don't want to just be doing cardio. I'm going to make a video talking about just doing cardio to lose weight. And step three, you don't want to be overeating. So if you're not already tracking your foods, you should be, because a lot of us underestimate how much we're eating. If you're someone who goes out and eats a lot, you're going to be overeating calories by so much because these foods are filled with fat and all these other things that you don't need. Put yourself in a slight calorie deficit by eating a little bit less, but let your activity, let your weightlifting, let your cardio be the main driver of your calorie deficit. So if you're going in a 500 calorie deficit, instead of having it be a 500 calorie deficit of food where you're eating 500 less calories, make it a 100 calorie deficit, and then make it to where you're doing cardio or you're doing weights, and that activity and that right there is what creates the calorie deficit. So an easy way to kind of do this is by running a mile. So for every mile that you run, on average, it'll burn at least 100 calories. The more you weigh, the more calories you're gonna burn. The less you weigh, the less calories you're gonna burn. But if you're not under like 100 pounds, you shouldn't have to worry about this. You're gonna burn at least 100 calories. And even if you don't, if you do 4 miles a day, on top of your lifting, you're gonna be fine. So 100 calorie deficit on top of that 400 calorie deficit through your activity. That way, you have those other 400 calories that you would have not eaten. You still have, you use it as fuel for your workouts, for your cardio. That's going to put you in a calorie deficit. If you found this video informative, leave a like and comment, subscribe, click the bell icon, share with your friends. If you have any video suggestions, leave it down in the comments. I'm doing online coaching. I'm going to leave my email in the description. Follow me on Instagram. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.